Okay, so I'm finally up to the point where my divider walls are gonna, everything's kind of come into place here. I've got my divider walls on either side of this main flue coming up. If you remember, my stainless liner is going to come up through this hole. I've got everything kind of smooth tapered, and then this will be the actual dimension that I go up with. I just want my liner when I put it down. I don't want it to catch on anything, so I made this all nice and smooth as it comes up. The block, I've turned to block in the back, so now I'm going to run with the back wall. I'm going to run with 4-inch solid block. I'm going to tie them in. I mark my ties, you know, mark my ties where I got to put them so I don't forget to put them. And then these walls will actually tie into the back wall every so often. And then of course the wall ties will be tying everything in as well. One of the things I want to talk about is these homeowners have the option to go with the stainless steel liner, insulated stainless steel liner, and they opted to not go with it. It's a little bit more money. They're not going to use the fireplace too much, so we're going kind of old school, regular old 13 by 13 clay flue tile. But one of the things I wanted to do is wrap it with insulation. It's a kind of a new way. Well, most guys wouldn't do this with clay. They would do it with the stainless steel liner. But so for me, I want to put this here because I don't want any mortar touching my flue anywhere. As it expands and contracts, I want it to be able to move. And then this will go right up through the top. We want it to be insulated and we want it to be able to move freely. So I put the insulation wrap on and I left it down a little bit. And every flue I put on, I'll do the same thing. I'll put another wrap on and I'll leave it down from the top a little bit. That way I can make sure my mortar joint is nice and tight around the outside and the inside before I put my next insulation wrap on. If you can look, you can see all the brickwork is smooth parged on the inside. Everything's tight. All these corners are tight. I have 1-inch airspace on the back. I've used this this 1-inch. It's just like foam insulation, and it's like a perfect 1-inch. So I'm just using this up the edge, and that will help me maintain 1 inch. And then when I lay my course of block, I just take a scrap piece of this and I just put that right behind the block as I'm laying it, and that makes sure I'm perfectly 1 inch away from the back wall. And then I just pull it out. One of the reasons why I'm switching to block is because, well, I mean, it doesn't have to be brick back there because brick, you know, costs a lot more money. But so I'll only have just like a couple joints on this course. I have 1, 2, 3, you know, basically three spots where I got to make sure that, you know, the joint is full on the back. So I have to reach behind the block and parge up the backside. And I know it's nice and full. If it was brickwork, it could get kind of ugly back there and I wouldn't be able to know how full it was. But now I know that all those joints are full going through there. And of course, you know, the back wall will go up faster with the block as well. So that's where we are now. I'm going to keep going with brick, keep putting flues on, and now we're pretty much just straight up. All right, here we go. I'm just going to show you how everything's coming along. So I'm building the block wall up on the back before. It's kind of a system to it. So I'm building the block wall up on the back high enough to where I then can set a flue. I don't want to set a flue first. I want to build the block wall so the flue's not in my way. And then I'm gonna set my flue, mix up a little refractory, set my flue, put the insulation, and then I will do the divider walls here on either side afterwards. And I've just got some lines I put on there just for a visual for me. And when I get up to this point, I will tie the divider walls in with masonry. And then on this side, when I get to this height, I will start putting wall ties into the divider wall so everything's held together. And actually at the point up here, this is my spacer, so we pull that out. Let's just make sure I'm 1 inch off the back, and I'm actually ready for wall ties here. And I've got lines here, which you probably can't see because it's black Sharpie on the black tar paper, but that just lets me know everywhere where I've got a stud inside. There's no point in putting wall ties if you're not hitting the stud. You can see I've got on this course, I'm putting ties in, and on this course with the brick, I'm actually going to turn the brick and tie it back in to the back wall. And I've done it here. I'm going to alternate courses, and I've already done it here, and I'll parge that up after. I just wanted to show you that I'm turning the brickwork in, and I'm staggering it like that. You can see everything inside is parged up. Sorry. And it's just crudely parged up. And then like all this block work is just kind of trowel jointed. As long as everything is full and there's no pinholes or anything, as you can see, there's not really any pinholes or anything. It's full, and that's how it should look. You know, all that should be, you know, tidy. So there's no way it gets any kind of penetration of air or moisture or fire or whatever. So I'm gonna start building this brick up on the front, and just there we go. I'm gonna start building the brick up on the front, and after I set the flue, I'll build the brick up on the front, and I'm gonna start the GoPro for 1 battery worth today. Oh, and these are my guides on the side. I've got you know, just the same 1-inch styrofoam, and I've got my heights, and I've got a plumb line on both of them, just following the plumb line. And then the boys are jointing and chiseling. Here, I'll grab it. Nice job, Payne. All right. Hey, can you cut me a piece of insulation at 50 inches? I'm gonna need it right after. Yeah, the thinner one. Okay. got wet. Paper on the back is not coming off right. There we go. Help me hold that side. Just kind of hold it there so it doesn't. Here, now go down all the way to the other one.
A little bit of space right here.
Here. Oh, can you go down, you mean? Yeah, a little bit. There we go. Okay, good. Need a couple more full block.
Alright. Sam, look, would you mind handing me up some full block?
Watch out.
How many?
Just a couple, it's fine. For now, until I jump up. That's good. What the heck? What are you saying?
Huh?
What are you saying?
Yeah, there's more I had to do this stuff on the other side too.
It was so ugly.
Pain, he's gonna need some more mud.
Oh, what a big, strong boy you are.
I'll go to the other side.
You gonna dump that mud?
Yeah. Nice. Let's get that out.
Oh my word. Make sure you don't bump this. Be nice if you guys had a trowel up here and you could shake this mud up for me. That way I didn't have to struggle with it so much.
I got a trowel up here.
Yeah, it's got a crack in it. Finally got a good face brick and it's got a crack in it. Just garbage. Oh my God. Oh my God, Glengarry, what have you done to me?
They stole your money and ran.
Wow. Wow. Have I just done that? Have I just done that? There we go. I know, right? Just the worst.
I'm sure there's a worse brick manufacturer out there.
Probably. Probably. Not that I've ever seen.
Do they have bricks at Home Depot?
Yeah, that'd be better than this one. Be better than these ones.
Have you ever gotten brick from Home Depot?
No.
Or is it expensive?
Huh?
Is it expensive?
Maybe I should start. Not as expensive as these ones, no. I don't know. Probably paid like 30 more cents a brick than Home Depot would have. Wicked lip on that one. Yikes. Close. Look at that corner on that brick. It's just like messed everything up. No, this is by far the worst batch of brick I've ever had to lay. I've never bought this many bad brick before. And I've laid semi-trailers worth of this same exact brick, the Rocky Mountain brick, before Glengarry bought the other company out and started making with. And yeah, I'd have just like a couple brick that were like, you know, broken or chipped or whatever that weren't very good.
There's one where they put up there that's completely split in half.
Well, no, in half is fine, you know, when they're being shipped or whatever. But these ones were look at this pile of rubble. I've never had piles of rubble on my staging like this before, ever.
From a few times.
This is from, yeah, like, how does that make it on? Like, I'd rather it just be split in half, like, from the shipping of it. Like, during shipping process, it broke in half. But they actually put this on the pallet to sell it. They put all these brick on the pallet knowingly.
You should hand examine it, put it on the pallet. Or just at least not.
There's no way that they could have let this brick go unknowingly. They knew the pallets were shit, and they still sent them out.
Not even for a reduced price. That's the least they could have done.
Nobody cares about reputation anymore. It's just all about selling brick. And look, they got me. I still paid the top price for this shit brick. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, the ones that came out, these ones are all nice. They all look nice, but man, what am I supposed to do with all this stuff? How many extra brick am I gonna have to go buy now?
From the same company.
From the same shit manufacturer. Nice. It's awesome.
I thought I'm gonna send all those junk bricks back to Australia, and then they're just gonna sell them by the pound over there for full price.
They don't come from Australia.
Where do they come from?
They used to come out of like Connecticut or something, but oh, these ones I think come from Pennsylvania now.